Hey, Mark, I was doing some condo stats for the month of October.
How's it
And
look?
what do you think I found?
Okay, here's what I think. Decrease, of course, because we've been seeing that decrease in the condo market for several weeks. We've seen higher price point condos never selling in a sense, we should say. I should say never, but they're far and few between high days of market, etc. And lower price condos are in more demand because of the affordability for most and the condo fees usually, a lot cheaper than the higher price buildings.
Okay. Well, you are correct. October 2023, 24 sales.
Okay.
2022, 36.
Mm.
So we're down by 33%.
How much are the price are you seeing on the pricing from
Well,
this last
yeah,
year?
this is what's really wild to me. In 2023 October, which we just finished, 23 out of the 24 were under 650.
Mm.
And one was at $1.3 billion, but nothing in the sevens, eights, and nines, like none,
Okay,
none.
questions. What building was the 1.3 sold in?
You know what? I don't know.
See if I remember seeing it.
I can try to look it up while we're talking.
Yeah, do that and I'll keep talking away because that just seems.
Well, the other thing was in 2022, there was 20 at under 550, 14 between 6 and 800,
Mm.
two between 8 and 900,
Mm.
none over 9 though at all. But
You
it
do
was way more of a breakdown, like higher prices were definitely selling.
Yeah, we saw that more last year, right? Versus this year. And as again, we've seen last year to this year, we have to keep an account for the rate increases that we've seen. And it's really impacts condo market because they have another fee. It's called the common element fee. So when they get a mortgage, that becomes a part of their debt, that fee, and numbers could be out of line. And it really erodes people's affordability. So I'm not surprised at that number because the current inventory is reflecting a lot of higher price condos not selling very well, or takes a long time to find that right buyer. It's great.
Well, and I see that a lot of them are kind of staying at the same price and just, I guess, hoping and praying. I don't know, but
Yeah, well, and I see the same thing, and I'm going to talk about Nautica building in particular because I have folks looking in that building, and there's a lot of inventory in that 8 range. Like there must be 6 or 7 listings, and one just came up last week in the 960 or 950 range, Bermuda model, which fetches more money, but holy cow, if the 8s aren't selling, how in the hell is that 9 going to sell and change? I don't know. I mean, if they
33 Ellen Street, Mark.
so okay, so at that price point, it would have been a Grand Cayman, which is a rare
It
product.
was listed at 1.149
What did it
and
sell for?
1.3.
So it was under. So they try to get a bidding war.
Yeah.
They got it, and that's last year, correct?
No, this year.
This year. Wow, that's gutsy, boy. I mean, that is a nice model. I love the Grand Cayman in that building.
Well,
What?
I'm trying to, it's 1,862 square feet.
Grand Cayman.
The monthly fee is 1163.
Yeah. What are the taxes? Glad I'm sitting down.
Oh, it's a penthouse.
Yeah, it's still a Grand Cayman one.
Water facing corner penthouse unit.
Yeah,
Taxes? Are you ready?
8 grand at least.
I'm glad you're sitting down. 10,000 four
10.
hundred and $47.
Whoa, that's a lot of money. But that is a Cadillac suite in that building.
Well, it's a
Like,
penthouse too.
yeah, if the model isn't changed, like, yeah, it's on the whatever 15th or 16th floor, but it's a Grand Cayman model. I know that model well.
It's
Like,
beautiful. Like it is.
yeah,
It's done up, right? I'm looking at the pictures now.
Yeah, it's a great model, but the buyer for that is, again, I do really think if one of those did come up right now,
Okay, you
that
ready for something else too? Barrie listing agent, Barrie buying,
yeah,
Barrie buyer.
but that model is a rare model to get because there's not many of them. Okay, and people wait for that model. I'll say that. Like if that
Yeah.
one came up today, I would have confidence within 2 weeks it would be sold. I really
Well,
do.
there's only a very limited amount of the like that, right?
100%. There might be 5 per building. So there might be 10 units available in that, or
And
yeah, 5 to 10, I think it's pretty accurate in that building that would offer that. And they, again, they rarely come up. So yeah, nice building, nice floor plan. But you know, that
and we
buyer's,
knew the sales would be down.
yep,
The thing that's shocking to me, because sales in everything is down, so I assume it's going to be down. Um, the sale price is like nothing over 650, nothing.
that's
That's shocking to me.
it's not to me because I see it in that building because I'm continually looking in that higher range.
I'm not saying in that building, I'm saying in the whole city.
Yeah,
Nothing over 650 in the last month. Like that's shocking to me because 24, like only one is over 650.
yeah, I know. I'm not surprised because I see the inventory sitting in the higher price condos. So I'm not surprised whatsoever. And some of those buildings that have some of those, the fees aren't cheap. It's fee heavy.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, yeah, you can get a 1 bedroom in there. I think I've seen there might be one now. Low sixes. I think low sixes is too much. 1 bedrooms are a hard sell in that building. They struggle. The layouts are great, but who's moving into that building? It's typically not a single person. You know what I mean? Yeah, you get some, but they're going to go for a bit bigger model. It's an older demographic. Forget it. They're not buying 1 bedrooms. Grandkids are coming over. Visitors are staying the night.
Well, that's
So
what I was gonna say, even the downsizers, because that's the market really that buys condos in Barrie, down there. Most of them are downsizers. And they it's really funny because the client I had that I was looking last January, when they were all going over asking, by the way, they said, well, we need at least 2 bedrooms. The 2 bedroom and a den would be better
right.
because we watch different TV shows and we're
Yeah.
used to having a house where we can get away from each other.
Yeah.
They were actually nervous with
Yep.
a condo that they couldn't get away from each other and have no space of
100%.
their own. You know what I mean?
Not 2 bedroom a den offers that. I mean, the Grand Cayman offers huge more, but I mean, the Bermuda model is a 2 bedroom and a den, and they don't come up that often, but that's it's a decent layout too, with a decent floor plan. And the den's kind of when you walk in the front door, so you have that privacy from other parts of the condo too. So yeah, I just, as we know, the higher end condos aren't selling due to increase in interest rates, right? It erodes affordability with the fees involved.
Well,
And
and sales are slow in detached houses. So if you're the downsizer that's thinking, okay, we're retiring, we want to do Florida, just have a condo here, it's not the time to sell.
no, I mean, yes and no. No, I agree with you that, yeah, we're seeing sales, but if someone has a gem out there in the right area and in demand area, that will sell any day of the week. But in general, if
I
they
know
don't,
in the high prices, they're not. Like in general, people
I'm
are
selling.
down, yeah, they're downsizing from a nice big house in
Correct.
general.
Correct. That's going to go into that building. Yeah, mainly for lifestyle, but it has that end user will probably go for a Bermuda model, 2 bedroom and den, or a Grand Cayman. They're not settling for a 1 bedroom and a den. That doesn't work. The floor plan has to work to accommodate family, and that's the demographic in that building.
Most of
That
the buildings down there,
yeah, they are. And
Toronto
then
Street, Bayshore,
yes,
it's all the same. It's all an older demographic. You get the odd brand new buyer that gets a 1 bedroom, but not many.
not many at all. No, not at all. What do you see in the lower end going? What do you see in the pricing on the lower end? Days on market as well. So let's talk about that area. The
Oh
market
God. Most of them are over 30.
over 30.
They're not moving fast.
No, the lower price points moving fast though.
Yeah. If you're in the 3s or 4s.
Yep. Yeah. With a manageable common element fee. Because I think our last video on the condo, I talked about the Ellen Street, 65 Ellen Street, and 65 and 61, where, you know, more of an affordable building right on the lakeshore, but for $399 in the condo fee was $6. There goes your first time buyer. They ain't buying there. They can't afford the common element fee to get
Yeah, I
approved.
know.
Right. So, and someone told me too, in that building, the utilities are outrageous. I mean, crazy. Like we're talking $800-900 bills a month. I went, are you crazy? Don't
Really?
know why, because I've lived in condos, I live in one, and I'm not seeing that. But we've got to keep in mind that is an older building.
Well, there
Either
was a problem with those 65 and 75 where they had leaks, right?
yeah, they did.
The
Yeah.
windows all went to hell.
Yeah, they had to rip off. This is a couple of years ago. They had to rip off all the stucco, all the styrofoam, and redo it again.
Mm-hmm.
Had to get a loan for that. It was like millions of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
So a special assessment was put on there, hence the $699 condo fee.
Yeah, the fees went up.
These went up huge, and it could be for a couple of years, and we've seen that in older buildings.
Well, and you know what? In Bayshore, the fees are high too.
Yeah, they are. They got some facilities there too, though. But yes, they are.
But Mark, in Bayshore, all the utilities are included in the fee.
Oh, I know.
Heat, hydro, and everything except for your cable.
Yeah, I know. That's a nice part about some of those older buildings. They have all the fees are worked in. Kind of nice. You're not getting an extra hydro bill. You're not worried about changing that thermostat
Well,
either.
people look at the bill or the fee and they think, "Oh my God, it's so high," but
Yeah.
in reality, it's really not as bad, right?
Yeah, and some of those, and looking at some of those listings as well, I don't think the agents are really highlighting that feature
I
in the
know.
comment, saying, "Hey, nothing is out of pocket. Water's included, hydro's included." You know, and even some will say some don't have cable, some do. Like, there's a lot of advantages that should be highlighted. That because, to your point, when they're looking online, they're going $700 condo fee. Are you crazy? But everything's covered. It's not that bad, except property taxes.
It's not that bad. And when I show my clients those kind of properties, I definitely push that.
100%.
Because you look at when you're going to see a whole bunch of condos in a row and you're going from like Nautica and then over to Bayshore and Toronto Street, like the fees in Nautica are higher, but they don't include anything.
You get
Like
your
as
water.
far as utilities, yeah, water. That's it.
Yeah, I know. They have some nice facilities there. They got a nice pool, hot tub, saunas in both change rooms, decent gym, library.
Nobody
It's
uses it, Mark.
nobody uses it. I was there by myself. Lived there for 3 years, and if I saw one person in the hot tub once a week, I was shocked. And I was down there every day.
I
So
know.
no one
Even
uses.
even the people I was shown in January, February when we were going to all the condos and I showed them the pools and stuff, they said right off the top, we're never going to use this.
No, no. So sales down 33% off last year's sales, a little bit more than the resale freehold homes, obviously.
And the
Which,
prices are only low ones are selling.
sorry,
High ones are not. Even the mid-range ones aren't.
no, the condos were really dropped off there after the summer, and I don't know why. Sentiment kind of changed a bit. Just the uncertainty, another rate hike. Oh, I don't know here, and it just kind of fizzled a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Again, I sold that one on ESSA at the gallery for $675 in July. We had a good July. It was decent. There was some inventory. You really had to pay attention to what has been listed and really kind of not follow the crowd, because people can get caught up in that mess. Well, one's down the hallway or 2 floors up for $699. Well, ours is better. Let's go $725. Forget it. It's not going to happen.
If somebody's been sitting there, yeah, if somebody been sitting there for 3 months at a certain price, they already tested the market for you. You don't need to go with that price because it doesn't work.
It doesn't work. And agents should be communicating that too and spending some time going over, hey, if it stands out of the crowd and they've done, I don't know, 60K worth of upgrades in that condo, then yeah, you'll probably get the money and justify it. But if it's at a, apples to apples, forget it. Oh, we got nicer paint. Who cares? Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Right. We got nicer tap, got a backsplash. Who cares? It's peanuts.
Yeah.
Right. But really, watching that and watching the sales, and it's pretty competitive out there for buyers, and buyers, in my mind, have a stranglehold on sellers right now for condos.
They do.
They control it, and
Mhm.
it's all favorable in a buyer's position right now for negotiations.
For sure.
Right.
Yep.
So if you like the content, give it a like, subscribe. It really motivates us to keep putting out more content and start, keep working at this channels. So yeah, I think we've kind of wrapped up. And if anyone has any questions too, leave a comment. Any comments, good comment to respond to. And if we need to get some information, dig deep, I know both of us will gladly do that as well.
Yeah, and we do try to answer our comments. So
100%.
I watch them for sure.
Okay. All right. Let's cut it off.
Okay. Talk
See you.
soon.
Yeah.